Among the countless simps and degenerates that walk among us in our everyday lives, from your classmates, your workmates, that questionable professor who has a lolly sticker on his laptop, Twitch chat, neckbeards, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite VTuber, and the literal richest man in the whole galaxy.
What on earth is going on here?
Well, this illustrates the picture of the future that I think is how things will evolve.
You know what? Is that actually happened? Of course.
Would you believe me if I say that one man has somehow out-simped them all? A man named Yagoo. And you might be wondering right now, wait a minute, Yagoo's not a simp, you doofus? No, you're just too small-brained to understand. You gotta expand your horizons. You don't create a globally successful business venture revolving around cute anime girls doing cute noises and not be a simp. The man has gathered the most talented psychopaths, death gods, eldritch beings, and questionable abominations into one roof, used Japanizing beam on them, and then spread their religion throughout the 7 continents. That's S-class talent recruitment. Simp class, if you will. Now don't get me wrong, I love this man. He created something that helped weebs and simps alike in getting through the dumpster year that is 2020. So a couple days ago, I asked myself, who is the man behind Hololive? Who is Yagoo? Gentlemen, join me in this exploration and deep dive into Hololive's Yagoo. So a couple things to get us started. Most of you guys already know this, but for those in the back who are fairly new in the VTuber scene, his real name is Yagoo.
What?
It's actually Motoaki Tanigo, and he is the CEO of Cover Corporation, which later on created Hololive Productions, the virtual idol company.
Are you sure about that?
The name Yagoo came from a mispronunciation by none other than a certain duck, Subaru.
さらなるご活躍を心よりお祈り申し上げます。カバー株式会社代表取締役社長 CEO ヤゴー元秋タニゴなんすかそもそも。タニゴは僕はタニゴなんすかやべ。させ。
And from then on, the legend was born. A while back, while doing my quote-unquote research for this video, I traveled back in time with Emily Watson, and the first thing that we found out was that before actually creating Cover Corporation, Yagoo was working as a game developer for Sanrio, known for classic characters such as Hello Kitty, Agretsuko, and Gudetama. If you've played any games about those characters in the last 10 years, Yagoo's probably done a little bit of work on those titles. Now, after doing that for quite a while, Yagoo went on an entrepreneurial journey and founded various startups, which was then sold in order to start a virtual/augmented reality focused company during 2016. This company would be named Cover Corporation. Surprisingly, Yagoo's vision during that time was not actually to dominate the world through virtual anime girls. No, it was actually to bring table tennis VR into the mainstream. Indeed, Cover Corp's one and only game is a table tennis VR game called Ping Pong League on Steam, which got questionable reviews. Interestingly enough, while our boy was working his ass creating the best ping pong game of all time, Kizuna Ai made her debut during November of the same year, and you bet your ass our boy was keeping a close eye on that shit. I and many other OG VTuber fans most likely got into VTubers because of Kizuna Ai and her unique brand of content. And the same goes for Yagoo. He cited Kizuna Ai and Hatsune Miku as his inspiration for creating Hololive, so that just confirms man was simping. Of course, as Kizuna Ai and various VTubers started to take over YouTube as a platform, 10 months after the initial debut of the VTuber progenitor, on September 2017, the first Hololive idol was born. Yagoo and his team launched Toki no Sora as their flagship VTuber on Nico Nico Doga to the first 13 viewers. Half a year after Sora's debut in 2018, the first generation of Hololive was launched with Fubuki, Aki, Matsuri, Akai Hato, Mel, and Hitomi Chris. After that, the Hololive expansion arc was in full force, adding an additional 4 more generations to their JP branch, an all-male branch with 3 generations in Holostars, an expansion to Indonesia with 2 generations, 1 English generation which achieved massive success, as well as a CN branch which did its thing. All this over the course of the next 2 years. Now, what does this all mean for our boy Yagoo? Well, he started the expansion arc with a very optimistic view of the future, wanting to turn his dream of having an AKB48-like virtual idol empire into reality, but unfortunately life was not that easy and he ended up with a live AK47 group instead, with the most say-so of them all finally becoming corrupted by a certain Asakoko dealer.
Motherfucker. Oh no, she said it!
Rest in peace, Yagoo's dream. And that brings our timeline back to today, where a week into the new year, Yagoo finally remembered the password to his YouTube channel and has since started uploading. At the recording of this video, our boy has jumped from 10,000 subscribers to 150,000 within a single week. For reference, if he debuted himself as a Holostar, that would pretty much put him at the top. Such is the power of Best Girl. Well, now that everyone's all caught up, what have we learned in this video? Number 1, Yagoo's a simp. Number 2, his dreams were crushed, rest in peace. Number 3, this man is an absolute genius.
Big brain.
If you've made it this far into the video, congratulations. I hope this knowledge becomes relevant to you in the future. Subscribe to Best Girl Yagoo, subscribe to everybody in Hololive, and if you've got an extra click left over after doing all of that, maybe subscribe to Absolute Territory. A like and a subscribe always helps to justify and ease my painful suffering editing these videos. That's pretty much it for today. I hope to see you guys again next week for the next upload, and of course hopefully the weeks coming after that as well. Bye bye.